Okay, so this is what I'm working towards. This is my plan. This piece is finished. It's ready to be sealed and top coated and framed. But I love the color palette. I'm crazy about this color palette. Haven't quite got it down yet with my jelly plate. But mainly I'm creating some pieces with flowers, and the jelly prints that I made today are just for backgrounds. So what I've got so far, this one, I'm really loving this one. Not the right color palette. This one's pretty cool. This is closer to the color palette, but I will be painting over these. This one, my phone fell on and, broke a hole through it. So that's definitely going to be covered up. And I think they're going to make really very cool backgrounds. And what I'm going to be doing with them is just like in this piece with the flowers, this flower I took out a very big, a giant coffee book on sections of flowers. I tore it out of a coffee table book. So I'm using those as my subject, and then I go in and I paint over some parts of it and let the torn papers show and let them kind of end with no, I don't spell everything out. I just want to have a floral, and it's more of an abstracted floral. So that's what I'll be doing with these pages. Now, here is one. This is out of a book that I have here. Let me show you. This is a book on tulips, and it's pretty great. It's got, and whenever I go to a thrift store, I look for books like this. So what I have going, for instance, this page, I'm going to somehow add this in, and it won't be just glued on and one and done. I then go back and add a lot of other elements to integrate the flowers into the painting. So this is part one, was the backgrounds. And I have several tulips that I'm going to use in, there's the other one, in these pieces. And I'm pretty happy with the backgrounds that I got going. So this was just all experimentation and just to keep going over layer after layer. Any one of these would work really nicely. And maybe it will be one tulip. Maybe it'll be a tulip in a vase. I don't really know. I haven't gotten that far yet. Try a couple things out with my jelly plate and thought, what the heck, why not just turn the camera on and have it going while I'm working on my jelly plate. And I am playing, I'm experimenting, I'm testing things out, and I'm doing it in real time and showing you, well, not maybe real time, but I'm just going to turn the video on and let it go and see what I come up with. I don't have a big plan. Here's what I'm doing. I've got a 12 by 12 jelly plate. The paper, I'm only going to use these 4 sheets of paper and go over them, a bunch of times on each one to see what I come up with. And the paper that I'm using is Recollections Paper Pad. It's acid-free. I get this at Michael's, and, sometimes, they have different color palettes. I had one that was my favorite that was all neutrals, but these muted colors will work for me. And what I like about this paper, it's 12 by 12, so it fits perfectly on my plate. It has a kind of a linen texture on one side, which I really like, and it's a pretty sturdy paper. It doesn't seem to tear or stick to my jelly plate too long. So what am I gonna do? Oh, and I also The colors that I'm using, I have a bunch of these little samples of indigo from Golden, and it's my favorite blue. So I have a couple of those I'm going to use up before I open a brand new one. I have some ultramarine and cobalt blue, a little bit of phthalo, and some phthalo green. I also have some acrylic inks. This is my favorite. This one is called Silver Moss. It's really pretty. And I've got a grass green, and I think this is olive. Oh, it's a sepia. It just looks olive. This one is raw sienna, and then I have a Bora Bora blue, and also a turquoise. And these are acrylic inks, and these are paints. And I've got a pad over here. My one of the art journals. I always have an art journal going, and it's a great place to roll off your brayer of your jelly plate to create some cool stuff. So that's going to be my what I roll my brayer off on. And yeah, let's get started and see what we can come up with. They just kind of get cooler as they go along. Look at that. How fun is that? Now let's pull these guys up and see what we can get from that. I think I want to go on the yellow. Do a ghost. Okay, nice little ghost print. Now let's see, what do we want? I find that the more that you go over them, the better they get, the more layers. Okay, that's looking kind of cool. Now I want to take that. Ooh, that's really pretty. Let's see if we can pull a nice ghost from that. It's pretty. Okay, it's kind of crazy, but it's looking really good. Kind of cool. Now let me see if I can get this to transfer onto this piece. Now I'm pulling these up pretty quick for the sake of doing the video, and not to keep running with drying times. I'm really liking these backgrounds. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them. Oh, they're so pretty. And the colors alone are really nice. It really is helpful, I find, to figure out your color palette and stick to that. Figure out, get a couple pieces of paper. I've got 4 pieces here, and just work with that and see what you can turn up. So I like that, and I like that some of the script showed up. Okay, love that color palette. Really subtle. The leaves, I love that. And just to keep building that up. Okay, I love the addition of that color, and I like the little negative. It kind of added a negative space around that. Really, I'm liking that. I think it's really light, but I think I can get another pull off of that. Very, very faint, really faint, but it's in there. Yeah, that's going to be a cool background. Okay, so this is the piece of art that I just recently just completed, signed and completed. I'm putting top coats on it right now. But these pages I'm making for backgrounds in another piece like this. So I kind of want to get to this color, and I might paint over these backgrounds, but I want them to get started in the right direction. So okay, that's really sweet. Love the pink and the green that's showing up. Okay, really quick before this dries. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's put this right on here. Oh yeah. I love the addition of that pink. These are really pretty. And you see they just get prettier and prettier as you go along. Yikes. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's pretty crazy, but it's kind of cool. Okay, let me move on. Moving on. Now, which has the least amount? Again, it's kind of cool when you see it up close, but this one's pretty nondescript. So I'm going to have to, I've got two that don't have a lot going on, but a lot of cool background. And I've got, I love this one, and I'm really loving this one. So maybe I need to do more of that. I love this, the neutral palette in the background. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that one. Now, let's pull these guys off and see if we can get a decent ghost print. Maybe on this one. Ooh, let's see. I hate to make all that go away. I don't want to lose all that. Let's try this. Is that gonna pull up? Oh yeah, that pulled up nicely. Let's go over to this one. Which one is it gonna show up on? I'm not really sure. That's going to go in the same pattern. Let's see if we can do this. It's very faint. It shows up. It'd probably be nice on a darker background. Yeah, that's pretty nice. But I need a darker background for this to really come up. So I might have to go to another piece of paper. Okay, kind of back to where I started, but that's good. This is my favorite of all of them. I'm going to try to do this background again. I like the background, don't like what's happening on this. I pulled up another jelly out of my stash. And this one's kind of wild. This is just gold. That's kind of cool. So pretty. that's really lovely. And maybe it will be one tulip, maybe it'll be a tulip in a vase. I don't really know, I haven't gotten that far yet. But I'm loving these backgrounds, and I'm loving the idea of this series that I'm gonna be able to create with these. And yeah, so that's what I got for you this week. And I think next time I show up here on my channel, I'll be adding more into these pieces, and I'll just follow along with these so you can see them finish to end over the next couple weeks. And until then, thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, so you can see where these guys are going to end up. And thanks so much for being here. You make it fun for me to be here. So any questions, any comments, go below and leave them. Love to answer your comments and see what you have to say. And any tools that I have or anything that I used here, I will also list down in my description, or you can go into my Amazon store and find most of the supplies that I use. And there you go. This weekend is Easter. Oh my goodness, how apropos to be doing the tulips right before Easter. Even that wasn't planned. So make it a great holiday weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.